Hey, everybody, this is Demia Avery of the Demia Avery Show. So, y'all remember the show Pimp My Ride and the host of that show, rapper Xzibit? Well, he only got paid $5,000 for each episode. Come on in. Let's talk about it.
This is the Demia Avery Show, hosted by Demia Avery, where some of your favorite entertainers, celebs, and entrepreneurs come to highlight all of their many talents.
Hello, everyone. This is Demia Avery of the Demia Avery Show. Thank you once again for joining me on today's entertainment report. I so appreciate it. But you know what to do. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like and share button. I really appreciate it. So, how you guys been doing with all this Diddy news? Y'all, I'm cool with it because it's news that I have to bring to you guys, and it's in the world of entertainment. But it's been kind of draining. I'm not going to even lie. I'm like, and it's got what, a month and a half left of all this stuff. So you guys know I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to continue to bring the updates. But I like to do that during the afternoon after everything has completed, the jury has completed and the court has dismissed and stuff like that. But I'm a little drained. I'm kind of glad that the whole Cassie stuff is kind of moving on. Y'all see my fingernail? I broke my fingernail today, but I know it looks ghetto. I know it looks ghetto, but it is what it is. So anyway, so I'm glad they're moving on from the Cassie thing and moving on to more things about the RICO charges and other things because um, I wanted it to be more um, about other things besides the domestic violence, which was absolutely horrible. But I wanted to see what else they had. And of course, you guys know they have the Kid Cudi thing coming up today, and that should be very interesting and different and bring in different charges that they have against him so we can start seeing some more some more subjects around this whole Diddy stuff. So anyway, we're gonna go right into other entertainment news. So we got some exciting news from for all of you Dwayne Johnson, the Rock fans. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with that. So I was reading Deadline magazine, and they report after working with A24 on the Smashing Machine, the anticipated MA drama out later this year. Dwayne Johnson is looking to get back in business with the studio. Sources tell Deadline magazine that he's coming aboard to co-star in Breakthrough. That's a psychological thriller penned by up-and-coming coming actor Zeke Goodman. Set in turn of the millennium Southern California, the story follows an alienated young man who comes under the influence of a motivational guru whose intoxicating charm masks his morally questionable methods of manipulation and his own concealed darkness. We're told Johnson will play the supporting role of the guru, with casting still underway for the lead role and other supporting roles. So he's back on the screen again. So if you are a rock fan, there you have it. There you have it. Rock fan. I like him as an actor. I mean, he looks great on the camera. Looks great on the camera, but I'm excited for him to be back on the camera. So, okay. So do you guys remember the show Pimp My Ride with the rapper Xzibit? So I used to love it. And look, I'm not a huge car fan. I mean, I see some cars, I'm like, okay, that's nice. And I see some muscle cars, that I'm like, okay, that's pretty nice. And especially if it's painted real cool, And then I did watch Exhibit and I was like, okay, I like this show. And I used to actually watch the different ones and watch the reruns on YouTube and see how they pimped out their rides. So Exhibit goes on recently on this interview and he talks about his experience as the host of that show. And so come to find out that Exhibit only got $5,000 an episode for that show. And I was like, what? So maybe, I guess they didn't figure that it was going to be such a success. But I would figure, maybe at the beginning, but that show got big and a lot of people start watching that show. So I don't think I can see it at the beginning, but he didn't get paid any more than that after that. So I'm going to read what he says. He said, despite the show's widespread success and cultural impact, the financial compensation he received was surprisingly low. Exhibit opened up about the disconnect between public perception and reality, explaining what appears successful from the outside doesn't always reflect the truth behind the scenes. He shared that the initial deal he signed was not favorable and likely mishandled by his agents at the time. But when you needed another agent, they had no way of knowing how big the show would become, and the contract failed to secure better terms. Exhibit had also hoped that being on MTV would promote his music by including his videos, but the opportunity never came to fruition. As the show progressed, Exhibit began to feel restricted by the obligations it's placed on him. So I like they couldn't renegotiate? That's crazy. He expressed dissatisfaction with being unable to tour or pursue other opportunities due to his commitment to the show. His frustration only grew as he realized the financial arrangement was not improving in line with the show's growth in popularity. He went on to claim that the situation worsened when Viacom, MTV's parent company, began reducing his earnings. Although his contract included a clause promising him 15% of all merchandise featuring his name or likeness, that promise was undercut. Exhibit noticed that while the first season's DVD box prominently featured his face, later seasons did not, with the packaging instead focusing solely on the cars. This change appeared to be a deliberate way to avoid paying him his share of merchandise profits. Exhibit also alleged that when the show went into syndication, his music was removed from the episodes. This move, he believes, was specifically to avoid paying him additional royalties. His story sheds light on the often unseen struggles artists face behind the scenes, even when their work is widely separated. I don't understand that. Like, I feel like he should have somehow taken them to court because I most definitely will. Even if I didn't do it then, we're gonna take this to court forever, forever. I mean, it has to be a reason why he didn't. Because he seems like a smart dude. It must be some reasons that we don't understand, and why he couldn't renegotiate his contract. I don't get it. Because $5,000 an episode, as big as that show was, I truly don't get it. But and it takes a lot of courage to even mention that on the uh on his interview. So wow, Exhibit, that's crazy. So anyway, that's all I got for right now. But don't forget to come back later and check out my postings for the Diddy mess. And again, what's his name? Kid Cudi is going to testify today. And you guys, I'm going to do something a little different today on our show. And I'm going to do this from now on. We're going to do celebrity birthdays. Celebrity birthdays. So we're going to start today. And I got a list of birthdays that's today, May 22nd, 2025. And let's just shout out some birthdays. So Johnny Gill, happy birthday. Naomi Campbell, happy birthday. JD Williams, happy birthday. Donnell Jones, happy birthday. Mr. Dimples. Vivian Green, happy birthday. Avery Sunshine, happy birthday. Paul Winfield, happy birthday. Leela James, happy birthday. Shirley Murdoch, happy birthday. We're gonna do our song. Do 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 do. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. All right, guys. See you later. Talk to you later on. Bye.